Spod Band. Spod are an Australian indie electro band often styled as Spod, which formed in 1995. It is also the pseudonym of the band's mainstay member, Brent Griffin, whether he is performing solo or with other members. They have released two albums, Taste the Radness 2003 and Superfrenz September 2008. History. Spod were formed in Sydney as an indie electro duo, first named Jism by Brent Griffin, later aka Spod on guitar and keyboards, and Mike Rickards. They had attended the same secondary school. Griffin was a public servant in the New South Wales Premier's Department, and Rickards was a university student and sportsman. Griffin and Richards shared a passion for Ween's Push Th Little Daisies 1993. Griffin later recalled, "We both confessed that we loved this Push Th Little Daisies song to each other quite sheepishly, as everyone else reacted terribly to that news. From that moment, we clicked into a high gear, decided to borrow a 4-track from." Their recorded output was limited to homemade cassette tapes. In 1999, Andy Clockwise joined on drums and guitar and Rickards left. Griffin related, "How I played some two-piece shows with Andy, but put it on a back burner till I decided to keep writing songs by myself at Andy's insistence. This is what drove me to move into the solo version of Spod. Mike and Andy were my biggest influences in making me want to create music the way I do." On 5 October 2002, Spod, the Drunk and the Legless, a 4-piece guitar-based rock group from Newtown, supported them. In September 2003, the group released their first album, Taste the Radness, by Architecture label /Spod Music, and distributed by Shock Records. Griffin explained the concept of radness. "It's the beats, it's the melodies, it's eternity, it's the diamonds that pour from rainbow-drenched clouds, that house armies of unicorns that sing songs of love and triumph." Taste the Radness included input from Spod's backup vocalists, dancers and choreographers, Krylon and A Blade, collectively, the Scorpions of Sex, specifically on the track 2131 Ride With Me. This song was included on a 2004 edition of Australian Rolling Stone's cover CD New Sounds. Following its release, Spod toured extensively, including a position on the Sydney leg of Big Day Out in 2004. As the year progressed, Spod began to augment his live lineup with members of the metal band Black Level Embassy. This live setup led to the release of an extended play, Eternal Champions, in September 2004. The EP included metal reworkings of their tracks, Country of Sweden, Sex Party for Eva and Mackin Party. Nerds was played extensively on local radio stations, such as FBI Radio. The EP was recorded in the home of Regurgitators Quan Yeomans. Spod and Regurgitator collaborated on joint gigs in 2004, advertised as Re-Spod, and they were recorded as part of Regurgitator's project, Band in the Bubble, during that year. In March 2007, Spod played at the annual South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas. It was the group's first performance outside Australia. Also in that year, Spod and Yeomans formed a side project. Back in Sydney, Griffin was relocating to a new home when his laptop and 2 hard drives were damaged, shattering his work and his dreams. He had been working on material for Spod's second album, Superfrenz, September 2008. Dom Alessio of Mess Plus Noise described how he started picking through the musical remains, discarding some songs, canvassing old and newly created ones, and set about re-recording his whole album all over again. Alessio felt it is ultimately a positive party album, from the playful cats to the hip-hop drum machine onslaught of time maggots eating the flesh of destiny. Griffin's aim is to make you forget about the darker side of life and simply have fun. Polaroids of Androids. Johnny attended Superfrenz album launch, where his music sounds damn fine on record. The YMA magazine's Katie Hall opined, "Their unique blend of surf pop and psychedelic lo-fi marks an important revival, one that not only seems to have gained gigantic momentum in recent times, but also one that clears through the often obscure genre-mixing styles of other bands of the moment. Spod reissued their first album as Taste the Radness, the 10 years, and slightly blue on occasion. And he's not afraid to admit it. Back in the early noughties, he thought that happiness was all about aiming champagne corks at innocent bystanders, tossing streamers around and cranking the odd slow grind. But the combo just isn't cutting the mustard these days. She felt the album tells the story of rushing headfirst into the autumn of existence as though you were still a spring chicken, only to dislocate your hip and find yourself in an ultra-cozy armchair. From that vantage point, you spend your time telling the world how much better everything was when you were able to enjoy it more. It was issued via Rice's Nice Records, and according to Faster Louder's Darren Levin, he has decided to quit being a computer digit and record a real-life album with real-life instruments in a real-life studio with real-life producer Owen Pingley's The Straight Arrows. Spod issued a single, Boys' Night, in December 2016. Discography. Albums: Taste the Radness, 29 September 2003, architecture label /Shock Records. Taste the Radness, the 10 Years of Radness Edition expanded version, 22 August 2013, Rice is Nice Records. Ice is Nice Records. Ice is Nice Records. Ice is Nice Records. Superfrenz, 22 September 2008, Rice is Nice /MGM NGM 102. Taste the Sadness, 22 August 2014, Rice is Nice. Adult Fantasy, 19 July 2019, Rice is Nice. Extended Plays: Eternal Champions, September 2004, Shock Records. Quan and Spod Present Blocks by Blocks, 6 October 2007, Valve Records. Animals, 1 June 2008, Rice is Nice, R.I. None. Singles: Couple of Drinks, 11 September 2012, Rice is Nice. Boys' Night, 16 December 2016, Rice is Nice. Becomes a Wife, 19 July 2019, Rice is Nice.